It was 6:47 a.m. in Manhattan, and the marble floors of the Tamerlane building gleamed under the fluorescent lights. Mr. Liang, a slim, elderly Asian man with silver-streaked hair, pushed his mop cart across the vast lobby. Every morning, he arrived early, humming softly in Mandarin, polishing every surface before the high-powered brokers, executives, and lawyers came in. He wore a faded brown uniform. No one knew his first name. To them, he was just the janitor. He didn't speak much. When addressed, he answered in broken English. Most ignored him. Some smirked. And some, like Calvin Maddox, the young, arrogant investment associate from the 39th floor, openly mocked him. "Yo, ninja man," Calvin would say, tossing his half-empty latte on the floor. "Clean up in aisle Wall Street." Today was no different. Calvin strutted in, headphones in his ears, barking into his phone. As usual, he shoved past Mr. Liang, spilling his drink on the freshly waxed floor. "Dude, this guy's been here forever," Calvin told his friend on the phone, laughing. "Probably makes $10 an hour. Can't even speak English." Mr. Liang said nothing. He smiled faintly, knelt, and wiped the mess with practiced precision. But behind that smile, behind the soft eyes, something else was ticking. Later that morning, the fire alarms blared. Emergency lights flashed. Employees flooded the lobby, confused and agitated. From behind the front desk, a voice came. "Ladies and gentlemen, please remain calm. A security drill is in progress." It wasn't the security guard speaking. It was Mr. Liang. He stepped out from behind the console wearing a charcoal gray suit and glasses. Gone was the janitor's uniform. Behind him, two bodyguards in black emerged, placing earpieces in their ears. Everyone froze. Whispers rippled through the crowd. "What the hell? Is that the janitor?" A limousine pulled up outside the building. A tall woman stepped out, flanked by attorneys. She walked straight to Mr. Liang. "Mr. Liang," she said, "we're ready for the acquisition meeting." Calvin pushed through the crowd. "Wait, what's going on? Who are you?" Mr. Liang looked at him, voice now flawless and firm. "Liang Wei Chen, majority stakeholder of the Tamerlane Group. I purchased this building 3 years ago through an offshore trust. Today, I'm meeting with your boss to discuss the merger with my real estate firm." Calvin blinked. You're buying us?" Mr. Liang adjusted his cufflinks. "In a way, yes. And I noticed your quarterly reports were underwhelming." Security escorted Calvin upstairs. Mr. Liang turned to the others. "Too many assume value from appearance, but I've always believed in observing first, acting later." He walked calmly to the elevator, briefcase in hand. Inside, the screen blinked. Top floor, executive suite. As the doors closed, employees watched, stunned. The janitor they ignored, mocked, was now their employer. And he never spilled a drink.